Electronics have taken over almost every aspect of our lives. Everywhere you look, you can find a face consumed by an electric screen. Whatever happened to the days where you could go into a library or a coffee shop and look to your left or right and see someone thumbing through a book with pages rather than scrolling across a screen? This is so true, in fact, that ebooks have even replaced textbooks. Being a college student, textbooks are very important, and we need a lot of them to get through the semester. But is buying an ebook a good solution to this problem? The quad actually states that you can feel your accomplishments by reading from a paperback book. You can see the amount of pages that you've read, as well as see how many pages you have left to go, which not only is visually appealing, but it also appeals to your brain. Being able to see your accomplishments helps you better understand how much work you've put in. Thrive Global also states that a paperback book's 3 dimensions can help you remember with your visuospatial memory. Wouldn't you want to remember the stuff that you read in a textbook the night before a test, or be able to recall a certain part of a book that you read that you can share with someone else? You will be able to remember more of what you read if you read from a paperback book rather than an ebook. Some people even have a nightly ritual of reading a book before they go to sleep. Paperback books have actually been found to calm the mind and ease stress before going to sleep, which can increase the amount of melatonin that your body gives off. However, ebooks can do the exact opposite. Ebooks, the bright screen actually suppresses the amount of melatonin that your body gives off, which inhibits your ability to fall asleep soundly. Good sleep is important, especially for students who most of the time need their energy for the school that they're doing. Ebooks are also very expensive. Not only is the unit itself expensive, but the updates and software that you have to buy to keep up with it are also very expensive. Paperback books are a one-time charge that you can keep forever. So not only are they cheaper, but you actually do get to own them. Rather than an ebook where you're basically borrowing the book from somebody, you can keep the book as long as you want and put it on a shelf to share with somebody else. Our Paperback Books Dead actually stated that paperback books cost about a third of what an ebook would over time. Eventually, an ebook's technology will actually go out. You won't be able to get the screen to come back on, or the power button will no longer work. Even taking it to a computer shop at one point will not even work. They can't bring it back to life. A paperback book will never have this issue. You can make notes in the margins, share your ideas, and you'll never have to take it to get a software update. So, would you rather have a paperback book that you can share your memories for generations, that you can actually keep on a shelf, where you can see the accomplishments that you've made over the years while in school? You can see how much you've read, how far you've come, and most of the time, reading from a paperback book can actually help you become a better reader if you have some sort of a disability, such as dyslexia. Paperback books actually help students with dyslexia. They can see the words while they're looking at them, say the words back to themselves, and also read to somebody else. This helps with remembering everything that you're reading, as well as the eyes. You're better off reading from a paperback book because the brightness of the screen makes you lose track of where you're reading. So in conclusion, it's better to read from paperback books because you can not only remember what you've read, you don't have to spend as much money, they last forever, and they also give you a sense of calmness that they can bring to you. Does anyone have any questions?
Do you think that there are more titles available on a paperback book as opposed to an ebook, like maybe books that are older?
I believe that ebooks and paperback books probably have the same amount of titles. However, I think that paperback books are probably more easier attainable than ebooks because they are so expensive. So someone that has a lower income can probably walk into a library and find the same book for way much of a less price.
Do you think in the long run, as far as cost effectiveness goes, that it would be better for schools to stay with a paperback book as opposed to going to ebook?
I feel like schools should definitely stay with paperback books because as college students, we do live a busy life. And if you happen to drop an ebook or set your backpack down too hard, the screen can crack, and that can be very expensive to fix in itself. As well as paper is easily replaceable. You can just get another paperback book. It's harder to go and buy another ebook since so many bookstores only carry a small amount of them at a time. Is that it for the questions?
I believe so.
Thank you.